Hello everyone, welcome to TV channel. Shannon Lee's Family 2023. Shannon Emery Lee, also known as Shan, is an American singer, actress, producer, and entrepreneur. Shannon Lee was born on the 19th of April 1979 in Los Angeles, California, USA, to the famous martial arts expert and film star Bruce Lee and his wife Linda Lee Cadwell. She's had an elder brother named Wren Lee. She is the granddaughter of Lee Ho-Juan, a renowned Cantonese opera singer. She is of Chinese, German, and Swedish descent. She lived in Hong Kong from 1971 to 1973 with her parents. Shannon was 4 years old when her father died and did not fully understand the implication of his death. Her mother moved to the USA after the death of her husband and lived in Seattle, Washington with her children. She was brought up in California with her brother, Wren Lee, who also later died in an accident while shooting for a film. She attended Chadwick School, from where she graduated in 1978. She went on to study voice at the Tulane University in New Orleans, from where she majored in music in 1991. During her university days, she took part in numerous concerts, operas, and musical shows. Her brother Wren Lee died of gunshot wounds due to an accident while shooting for a movie, after which Shannon moved to Los Angeles in 1993 to pursue a career in acting. She was then 27 years old and wanted to carry on with the legacy of her father. She learned the martial art called Taekwondo from Richard Prustello, who was her father's student, and further improved her martial arts skills with serious training under another of her father's pupil named Ten Wong. She also learned Taekwondo and Wushu under Dun Do and Eric Chen respectively. Later, she mastered kickboxing, which she displayed while shooting for her movie roles. People tried to tell her that acting was not good for the family, but Shannon decided to maintain the legacy of her father and learn martial arts from her father's students. She then made her debut into films and television with movies like Into the Eagles and Martial Law. She endeavors to preserve and promote the legacy of her father in her capacity as the president of the Bruce Lee Foundation and Bruce Lee Enterprises. She has also hosted shows connected with martial arts and performed as a singer with pop groups. There have been legal issues with her uncles and cousins over the rise of Bruce Lee's legacy, which she has been able to amicably handle along with her mother. She was instrumental in founding the Bruce Lee Action Museum in Seattle. Shannon got married to a lawyer named Ian Keasler in 1994 and is a lucky man to have a wife like Shannon Lee in his life. Anne and Shannon met for the first time in August of 1988 while they were in college. After the first meeting, they kept in touch with each other via phone calls. Eventually, Anthony and Shannon started liking and hanging out with each other again and again. As time passes, they realized that they were in love. Subsequently, Keasler and Lee exchanged the vows on August 22, 1994, after dating for 6 years. It is the fact the couple kept their marriage life out of the media so they could live happily. Keasler and his wife, Shannon Lee, shared a daughter named Wren Keasler. Wren is the only child of them, born in 2003 after 10 years of their marriage. Anne's daughter looks like her mother and features in a few posts along with his wife on social media. The family of 3 lives in California, Los Angeles. Anne doesn't like to appear on the camera, whereas his daughter has grown in front of the camera. Wren attended many functions, events, and campaigns with her mother. Further, she is also known as granddaughter of Linda Lee Cadwell and late actor Bruce Lee. She loved getting involved in charitable works. She is a strong believer in her father's philosophy of honestly express yourself, be your best self, cultivate yourself, and don't imitate anyone. She has dedicated her life to carry her father's name and legacy forward. There have always been frictions and legal disputes between Shannon and her father's other siblings and their children over the rights to her father's legacy. While she and her mother are based in the USA, the rest of her father's family are traditionally Chinese. Though the two sides do not communicate much, Shannon has endeavors to keep the relationship cordial. When Bruce Lee died, his legacy was divided as 50% to his wife, Linda Lee, and 25% each to his two children, Shannon and Brandon. This became a bone of contention with the rest of her father's family, who maintained that they will not keep informed. In 2010, she took the copyright issue to China and accused companies of using Bruce Lee's name without the authorization of the Bruce Lee Foundation. She also approached the local authorities of Bruce Lee's central home to hand over Bruce Lee's trademark to the foundation. So that's all the information about Shannon Lee and her family, a granddaughter of Linda Lee Cadwell and lead actor Bruce Lee. If you are a fan of this actress, please share us your comment. Thank you for watching.